Hey y'all, it's your girl Vincere. Y'all know I be putting together a lot of furniture, but today we got something different. First of all, you need to turn this water off before it be all over the place. Alright? Turn the water off before it be all over the place. Today, we taking off our old sink, fountain, handles, knobs, whatever you want to call them, faucet, and we're going to put on the new one. Alright? So we're going to go ahead and turn both of those water valves off. You're going to need some pliers, because you're going to use the pliers to unscrew these, unloosen these nuts down here. You got the wrench one, that'd be perfect too, but you know, pliers are easier. Got the good grip on there, you know what I'm saying? All that good stuff. Remember, lefty loosey, righty tighty. I'm gonna go ahead and unloosen that. I'm pretty much about to unloosen almost everything, so if I jump around in this video, don't mind, okay? We're not gonna go unloosen it at the top. All you have to do is unscrew this little latch at the top. It's like a L shape. You'll see it come down. And it's gonna fall right off just like that. You're gonna do the same thing to the other side. That is what's holding the faucet together through these pipes. And once you get those both loose, you'll be able to pull the faucet up and the pipes can follow right through the hole. If the hole is ironically too small for them pipes to get through, just take your wrench, take your pliers, and unscrew them at the top. You will need a towel underneath. Make sure you move all your belongings from underneath because it does get a little messy. Use your gloves if you're a little scared. You know what I'm saying? But if you're not scared, you know it's soap and water thereby when you're done. Alright. So, boom. This little plastic piece right here, I'm going to go ahead and unscrew that. You're going to need some pliers to do that. As you can see, I thought I was Superwoman that day because I would, never mind, we ain't going to talk about that. But look, use your pliers, okay? Once you use your pliers, and you're going to unscrew that black piece that you see me fiddling with right there. And that's going to help you get out this little black plastic piece, thingy, spigot. And everybody might not have one, so if you don't, good for you. Because some of them are built different depending on what kind of sink you're replacing, what kind of faucet you're replacing. Here I go again, trying to get this little plastic piece off. Thinking I'm Superwoman. There I go with my pliers. There I go not. So I did want to let y'all know that the pliers, they did help. You just had to be like really, 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 really tight. Really, 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 really strong with it. You know what I'm saying? And it twists right off. Oh, I did it. Yeah, I figured that out. So now that I got it twisted off, I'm going to twist it all the way up just like this. Now I'm going to untwist the bottom of the pipe as well. This one? You see, yep, that one just right there. And I'm going to unscrew it just like that. A lot of water is going to come out because it's through this pipe. And if the water's not on, it cannot finish pushing through. But it's okay. It's not going to be so much you're going to get like water damage or nothing. And if you have a towel there, you'll be fine. No small pan or something, I don't know. Whatever you think's best. And once you get that unscrewed, you'll be able to pull the little pipe right off. It's a lot of unscrewing, I know. Wiggle it right off, and now it's off. You can see a lot of hair and all that nasty stuff coming up out of there. Y'all see I ended up putting my gloves on too. I mean, it still get a little messy, but we'll be alright. Okay, you're gonna go ahead and take this one out. I use the flat head to like hold the bottle, like it just wiggles out, you know. You have to detach it. It has a rubber ring in it, which is very thick to keep the sink in place and intact. And yeah, you can see that there. I ain't do no editings with this part, y'all. This shit raw and uncut. You feel me? Video advised. What they be saying in the movies? Look. But nah, so after you get all that unscrewed and stuff, you're gonna pull your faucet out. Everything should come out. And I'm gonna show y'all how empty it is. You can clean out your sink, all that good stuff there. Some wipes, towel, however you wanna do it. Get all that old stuff up out of there. So you ain't gotta worry about it. You start fresh, you know what I'm saying? Boom. We done got it out. Just like that. Yeah, clean up all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Now it's time to put it back together. This time, it don't even have the little back piece that we took out at first, so like I said, things are a little different. You're gonna make sure you put all your rubber rings inside of each piece. Everything gets assembled back the way it does. If you have a leak later on down the line, it's because you ain't put no rubber ring or no washer back, and I told you to put it back and you didn't. So you need to go back and make sure you have all your rubber rings where they're supposed to be. I put my sink, my new faucet through there. Now I'm just going ahead and attaching the nuts that hold them in place right there. So that's what you will be doing. Just like this, as you can see. You had to give me a second to move my camera, but as you can see, it should be hooked up just like this. If you have it hooked up like this, you're ready to go to the next steps. I'm going to take the new pipes that it gave me. Most of the faucets, they will come with new pipes to line up with your sink. So we're going to go ahead and use those new ones and want to attach them. I used my pliers to tighten it once it got down to the point where I couldn't use my fingers anymore. And it just twists on just like this. You want to do that to both sides, of course. Oh, another thing I didn't tell you was most of your pipes, they be color coded too. Like, you know, red for hot, blue for cold. Make sure you put the red one on the hot side and the blue one on the cold side. You know, just to make it easier for your plumber and all that good stuff if anything ever happens down the line. You know, go ahead and tighten that up with your wrench or your pliers. I'm going to go ahead and hook it to the water line as well. The hot goes on the hot side, the cold goes on the cold side. If ironically, somewhere down the line, the holes are switched when you turn the water on and your hot water is running cold and your cold water is running hot, just reverse the pipe on one end. And you're going to get those tight and as tight as you can. Don't want no water coming through there. Once we turn it back on, everybody's water should be off, right? If your water's not off, I'm pretty sure you ain't listening to this video right now. You can see your cursor be the fuck out because you ain't following step one. Anyway, keep tightening it up, tighten it up, tighten it up. I'm pretty sure y'all doing great though. I mean, you are now and then tuned in with the greatest. What Jay-Z say? Alright. Enough playing around. This serious business. You're going to tighten up them two pipes. Boom. Now we're gonna put the little neck back into the sink, like you know the little drain where all the water go and then it connect to the pipe. Yep, it's gonna go through this way. It's gonna have a rubber washer, a rubber seal. You wanna make sure that seal goes through and it's gonna be stuck in a little cavity or the sink right there so it doesn't move anywhere and it's just tight. You're gonna pull it through with both hands like you see me doing here. I'm just gripping that thing, pulling it through, wiggling it through. You know what I'm saying? And once it's through, it's through. And this one is like one of those push ones where you can push and the water can stay in the sink and then you push to release the water out. So I didn't have to install that little bracket back in the back or nothing. So this one's pretty, you know, up to date. Now that we got that in, and you see that rubber ring right there? That's that ring I was talking about. You're going to have to push that through first when you're pushing in the neck. You ain't gonna be able to put it in like that. That's why I did it. I want to show you ain't gonna be able to put it in like that. That's not how I go. You're gonna have to take that neck out a little bit. And before you pull the neck all the way through, you need to make sure that rubber washer is sitting in the edge of the cavity like that. Once you do that, you'll feel the difference. Yep. So now that you got that in there, we're going to go ahead and screw on our cap that holds that in place. And we're going to screw that as tight as we can. Now that rubber seal is extra secure from both ends into the sink cavity. Now if you have that done correctly, we're almost done. Just gonna get this as very tight as we can. Very tight, very tight. Make sure no water comes through there. Now that we have that hooked up, we're gonna go ahead and take our little squeegly pipe and put that back together. Remember that white plastic washer piece? Well, it's kind of that plastic nut that goes on first. Yep, this one right here. Alright, once you got that, you're going to get your squiggly little J-shape, U-shape pipe. You're going to put that in there. You're going to attach it back just the way we took it apart. Tighten up this bottom loop. Just like that. And do the same thing to the top. Make sure you get it really, really tight as you can so no water comes through there. I'm going to go ahead and screw this one down. Make sure you get that one really tight as well. I did it.
right, y'all. Thank you, Bob.
I'm going to go behind with my pliers just to make sure it's extra tight. Any tightness that my hands couldn't get. And make sure that it's super tight there.
Time to turn the water back on, y'all.
Once you do that, it's the moment of truth. We're going to turn this water back on. We're going to turn our sink on. And we're going to see what happens. We don't got no leaks, everything good. Test the water temperatures on both sides. Make sure everything's lined up correct with hot and cold. And we lit. Y'all seen that water kick through that pipe? Let me cut it back on. That was kind of cute. The water might look a little dirty for the first time, but there we go.
I don't know, maybe it's a new sink. Or
turn the water off. I had my suction up. I mean, like my little sensor pressed down so the water was collecting in the bowl. Which was kind of good because now I could see if I had any leaks. And I didn't turn the water back on. Everything seems to be raining fun. There's no leaks. There's no clogs. And yeah. If this video helped you, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment. Or just call me instead. Y'all have a good one.